Hello. It's so hot in Kyoto. Then Kyoto bus driver keeps tourists on board out of service bus. Have you ever accidentally gotten on a bus that was going out of service? What do you expect would happen next? The driver would probably open the door and tell you to get off, and they wouldn't start driving until the bus was empty. But that's not what happened to two tourists in Kyoto. When they accidentally got on a bus that was going out of service in early June, the driver just closed the doors and drove away with them still on board. And yes, he knew they were there. Really? But he was afraid to talk to them because they were foreigners and he didn't know how to communicate with them. As the Asahi Shimbun reported, the tourists, a man and a woman, got on a bus through the back door after all the other passengers exited at the Kyoto station. When they realized what had happened, the tourists asked the driver to stop, but he didn't understand them and just kept driving. That's not good. That's not good. He later said he thought it would be best to deal with them at the bus terminal office. When the driver wouldn't stop, the tourist called the police and officers spoke to the driver over the phone and the driver finally stopped. They had been driving for around 20 minutes, traveling a distance of about 4 kilometers. The West Japan JR Bus Company said, "We are very sorry for the inconvenience caused. Our employee training was insufficient and our employee did not handle the situation correctly. We will thoroughly train our employees in the future." Kyoto has a number of train and subway lines, but some of its most famous sites are most conveniently visited by bus. That's true, including Kiyomizu Temple in the east and the gold-covered Kinkakuji Temple in the northwest. That is so true. Questions. How did the bus driver plan on dealing with the passengers? What did the tourist do when the driver continued driving? How far did the tourist travel on an out-of-service bus? Discussion. What are your thoughts on this incident? Yeah, it's unfortunate the guy didn't speak English or understand, but it has been really scary for both of the sides, both of the sides. It's not just the training, it's just, foreign people looks kind of scary sometimes for some people who's not used to talking with them. So, well, but they're still customers, so needed to be treated accurately, correctly. What would you have done if you were one of the tourists in this situation? Calling police is one of the options, but they could have been used a Google Translator or something, That's another option too. Have you ever gotten on the wrong bus or train by mistake? Yes. What happened? They just let me get off soon. Have you had any language-related difficulties while traveling? Yes. In China, Korea, Spanish-speaking countries, a lot of the troubles. But it was fun too. Have you ever felt that you had insufficient training for a work task? Nah. Further discussion. How often do you travel by bus? Once in a while. In Kyoto. Yeah, yes. My baby. What's the easiest way for tourists to get around your town or city? Subway, JR, bus, yes. Have you ever struggled with using public transport in a foreign country? Yeah. Yes. So hard to get the directions, which train is correct one. Which of the places you've been to had the best public transport? I think in Japan is the best. Is there anything you'd like to change about public transport where you live? No. As long as they speak English and treat somebody correctly. But they don't necessarily speak English either, so 頑張りましょう。